Pivoting over to item number 3 is a latency update. So there was some more work done to improve latency as well. This was one of our sprint goals for the last sprint, was to remove these huge spikes in latency. Basically, there were like these kind of periods where we get a big bulk upload or something like that, that spills over into other features, causing latency on the back end. So some of the changes that were made were, number one, we added a much smaller but a separate dedicated instance of Hugging Face solely for chat. So what this means is that if there's a large bulk upload that is bogging down our typical Hugging Face instance, it can no longer block other chat messages. So chat cannot be debilitated, at least from a Hugging Face standpoint, by big report uploads. Kind of separating infrastructure between chat and upload, which is a bigger topic. We want to do more than just separate the Hugging Face instances, maybe even have separate microservices that handle those actions. But this is the first step in that direction and seems to be improving a lot. We've also increased the number of workers. So this is on the GUnicorn side, just defining how many workers are allowed to be spun up per each instance of the backend. And then we've also, on top of all of that, decreased the number of actual workers the backend is serving. So this is decreasing the number of, say, servers that are spun up to support the backend. It's gone down from 18 to we're either at 10 or 8 now. So right around 50% decrease in spend on the backend service. And if we want to look at some of the latency charts, this is one that I've pulled up. What this chart is showing is the last 2 weeks. And this is showing how long it takes the backend to process all requests at the 95th percentile. So this is can be thought of as almost the upper bound for how long requests take to process by the backend service. This was our last sprint meeting and demo, was February 21st. And you can see to the left of this line, there are very clear large spikes here that are typically caused by those large bulk uploads and the Hugging Face issues that we were just talking about. So Hugging Face gets bogged down, that slows down chat, which then slows down all of the other actions that happen on the back end. And so you can see we've not fully eradicated. There are still, some work to be done in these areas right here, but in general, big improvement over what we saw the previous week.